Hello everybody, welcome back to this video. This is part 3 of becoming a professional boxer superhero. Now if you're wondering why I have this, it's because I need to train with this, but I quit gagging with it. It's gonna take a little bit, but
since Shiloh doesn't know how to talk with a mouthpiece in, I'm gonna interpret what he's saying. This workout is going to simulate very close to part 2 of Zero to Hero. Long story short, I don't have the same equipment as they do at Reaper or really any other gym. I have a decent amount of equipment, but I don't have some of the necessities that I would want to replicate what happened in part 2 or some of the stuff that happened off screen. So, with all that being said, I'm trying to get as close as I can. I'm training with my mouthpiece in because I was told it's good to get used to breathing with it, and then what better time to get better with breathing with something in my mouth than doing something excessively difficult. So I put the mouthpiece in, I'm going to work out with it, and it's going to be very similar to part 2. There were some trial and errors in this. I hope you enjoy. Thank you for joining my journey from Zero to Hero in professional boxing.
it was a lot better than that. Oh, better.
So, we survived. We survived that. So, I kept changing it. That's just due to inexperience. I'm trying to apply my knowledge, plus advice that I've been getting. I started with the plate thrusters. It was just too much on my shoulders. Like, I don't know, I felt like I got somewhere between 10 and 15 reps. And after a round on the bag, my shoulders wanted to just stop. I was like, ah. So, unless I just wanted to do squats for 30 minutes, it just didn't make sense. So I needed to combine some more movements. So we did man makers. And that was a lot better. My shoulders were still fried for that portion of the exercise. So I tried unilateral movement, which was some advice that I got because of how square I am from all the weightlifting, to get a little bit more used to utilizing one side of the body over the other and have the other side compensate to make that part of the body do the work it needs to do. So the last one was definitely what I'm going to go with in the future whenever I don't have access to an assault bike, like we did in part 2 of the video. So with all that being said, doing the bag work and everything and utilizing that, biggest issue that I have here is I can't move around this bag too much. Obviously because the cage. And so I can't move fully around the bag. I can kind of step in and step out and hit it, and that part's just fine. But it's really hard to like move around the bag, so practicing my footwork's a little bit rough in here in comparison, and also head movement, because I have a rational fear that holds me back of hitting my head there, which I mean if I do, but I just have to get over it. Again, this is officially the start of week 2 now, and we mix those in. I need to get a jump rope. Yeah, I just don't have a jump rope, so working through the thruster or man-maker variations. We're working back, we're working core, we're working legs, we're working pec, shoulders, triceps, biceps, and then some compound movements to work more on hip drive, which my cleans are really, really bad. I've never done cleans with a dumbbell before, and so that's a little bit off, and I need to be able to work in that. It was definitely mostly just like a shoulder fling than a clean, and so that's something I'm gonna have to work on aside from doing stuff like this. Now I got a little bit more work to do, and it's gonna be a little something. So gotta work through that and get some unilateral pressing movements going on, and that's about it. But the bag work, I got a long way to go. Biggest issue that I'm noticing with myself right now is I drop my guard and I don't get down to my legs enough to throw some of the punches without telegraphing them and drawing down or back to throw. And it's not something I'm thinking about. I'm not like, yeah, get power behind it. It's just naturally I'm pulling down or pulling out. And I'm not trying to hit this bag very hard. It's not a very heavy bag. So I'm just trying to get more punches than impact. I'm just trying to hold technique up and everything. One weekend, exactly. Things that I've personally noticed is my body is extremely warm all the time. I'm hungry a lot more frequently now, which I'm going to have to really control, even though it's going to kind of even out with all the extra activity that I'm doing. I think I'm overeating to at least stay at maintenance. So those are 2 things that I've noticed. I deal with, if you follow the channel, I deal with bicep tendonitis and Achilles tendonitis. That honestly has not affected me at all. Knock on wood. There's a dresser over there made of wood. It hasn't bothered me at all, and honestly, all my old injuries haven't bothered me, and the hardest part has been the mental aspect. So I'm hoping I think this week, because already noticeably up to yesterday, things have gotten a lot easier. I started at trying to get half a mile a day, and now I'm about 1.5 miles a day. So within 1 week, I've been able to bump up to 1.5 miles. I used to be able to run a lot, but everything's going so far. So if you're interested and following my journey to becoming a professional boxer, please subscribe, follow the journey, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss parts of this journey as we progress. I'm going to be trying to put a lot of these videos out to really be transparent about how it feels, how training looks, how my body feels, how nutrition's looking, how everything's just like kind of coming together and balancing everything. So, because if you're out there and you want to accomplish a sport and you haven't done it before, it's not too late, because I'm working with some very experienced pros and they say it's not too late for me. So there you go, not too late for you. So you can do it, you just have to get there and you have to get it done. But if you're curious about what the process is and how it feels, especially for boxing, please follow this journey, and I hope it really helps. Hope it resonates with some of you, as I be very real, I be myself, and I express how I feel, the ups and downs of this journey. You know, there's bound to be ups, there's bound to be downs. The downs is I'm tired, and it does take time. It takes time out of the day, but it's what I want to do. It's something that I've dreamed about for quite a while, and I'm gonna make it happen thanks to Kenton and Bernard. It's gonna be doable. So God's really blessed me with those two guys in my life, and I want to be able to use it. I want to use it. I want to use that gift that's been given to me and make more of it. It's like the servants who were given the money, you know, they had 10 coins, the 5 coins, and the 1 coin. And I really feel like I've been given 10 coins with everything, and I want to maximize and get that back and be able to give it to God. And He gave me all this and everybody that I know. So I feel very blessed. So thank you all for being here. I hope you continue with me in this journey. And yeah, let's see where it takes us.